Hello, everybody. Tank Top Tropics here with another stream for you. Let's get everything up here. Tank Top Tropics. Oops, turn that off. Alrighty. Good to see. We got 2 people in the stream so far. Good to see everybody here. I just wanted to come up here and get a live stream. Still working with StreamYard to figure out everything. Hey, Sandy Farrell. Good to see you. Alrighty. So, it is an open panel stream, so anybody is invited to join. I'm pretty sure I put the link up there for anybody to join in. Other than that, I didn't have much. There's not much of a topic. I did want to talk a little bit about water changes. I was recently in Harbor Freight. If someone wants to give me a sound check, by the way, that would be much appreciated. I was in Harbor Freight today, and I noticed in one of their sections they had one of these. It is a liquid transfer pump. It's pretty long. Now, in the picture there, it shows them using it on gas cans instead of pouring it, which I found it does work. I just put batteries in it and tested it out. It says it's for garage, shop, yard, marine, basement, bathroom, or aquarium use. So I thought I'd give it a shot. I think it's only $10, so I do have a Python setup. Good to see you, BJ Palmer. Welcome in. Thanks for showing up.
Hello.
Hello. Good to see you, Brianne.
Good to see you too. Hello, everyone in chat.
Looks like we got BJ Palmer in here and Sandy Farrell. Good to see y'all. Sounds good and video are good. Cool. So you were in Catfish Terry's stream, I saw, talking about what worms were you talking about?
I was talking about micro worms, grindle worms, and black worms.
Oh, yeah.
Because those are the 3 cultures I keep. This is my micro worm culture. I have to fix it this afternoon, well, this evening. I have to add more water to it because it has a thicker consistency, but it's pretty nasty looking.
Yeah.
It's just oats sitting on top of mashed potatoes. And then that's my grindle worm culture.
Nice.
And then my black worm culture is in 2 5-gallon buckets in the basement. So I can't show those.
That's okay. So are you going to use let's see, we were talking about the soil. Are you going to use the organic one?
I think I'm going to use the organic one. The 100% organic worm castings. I'm thinking I'm going to order that one. Because it's a 1.5 pound bag. So that'd last a good amount. Especially for smaller containers like this where you only fill it like that much.
Yeah.
So that's what I think I'm going to do.
Yeah, some of those you got to be careful. Like we said, the non-organic ones will have the little seeds in them for plants and stuff, and that would not be very good.
Yeah, don't want that.
Geek Boy, hello. Good to see you in here.
Hello, Geek Boy.
I did a test stream a couple days ago just to see if StreamYard would like me or not, and it turned out okay. So thought I'd give it another shot here. And shout out to Catfish Terry for having me up on his panel and getting me a few subscribers. Actually, getting me a bunch of subscribers. We went, I think, triple the amount I had. So thank you.
I think
Catfish
you're at
Terry.
31 right now.
Very nice. Yeah, thank you to everyone who is subscribed. Sandy said she's pretty good with StreamYard if you have any questions. I do actually. I haven't found out how to get moderators up here yet.
So it should be. Do you have YouTube open? Do you have the stream open in YouTube?
Yes.
So you go on someone's chat, you hover your cursor over it, and then all the way to the right side of that little chat, there'll be 3 dots, and at the bottom of that list, there should say Add Moderator.
Okay. Right, let me see.
Let me know if that works.
I do see that. Let's see. Maybe.
All right.
Yes, and it has report, remove. Okay. Cool. Very cool. That's good to know. Thank you very much.
Yep.
I saw you're at 1,098 or something.
Yep, I'm at 1,098 watch hours.
There you go. So let's see, it's 4,000. So
yes, it's 4,000 watch hours and 100 subscribers.
Or 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, 1,000 subscribers. That's what I meant. I wish it was 100. That'd be a lot easier.
Yeah.
Then you just have to live stream a lot and get 4,000 watch hours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I heard the live streams do help you out more than the videos.
Yeah, short videos. I've heard the short videos don't count for your watch hours.
Mm-hmm.
But the videos do. But not a whole lot of people actually go and watch videos. Like, if you get 100 views on a video, you might get like 1 or 2 watch hours.
Mm-hmm.
Which sounds good if you're starting off. Like 1 to 2 hours people watch that video. Sounds like a lot. But I did this saltwater Q&A live stream. There was, I think, 30 people in there. And I went for 4.5 hours. And I want to say like upwards of 500 watch hours. So that's longer live streaming, and more people on the live stream really does it for the watch hours.
Because usually in live streams, people will stick around longer than a normal video.
Yeah, because they'll normally say like, I'm going to go back and watch that video later. And then I'm going to go watch that video later. And then they just keep putting it off. But live streams, people generally just watch them live, and they'll watch them anytime. Like, they'll lurk and then do it, and then watch the live stream while they're at work or school or something.
Yeah, Sandy said we will get you to 100 tank top.
Yep.
Thank y'all. When y'all do, I said in Catfish Terry streams that I am going to be doing a giveaway. When I get to 100 subs.
That would be cool.
Thank you, Sandy, for sharing the stream out on Facebook. Let me see if... Oops.
I'm going to go subscribe on some other accounts that I have.
Thank you. Be much appreciated.
Yep, just need a minute.
Sandy, I believe I just made you a mod. So, thank you. Geek Boy said live streams feel more personal.
Yeah, they do, because when you're doing a video, like, you're talking, like to your phone or a camera or something, and there's nobody to respond back. But if you're doing a stream, then it's kind of like call and response. You say something, people respond. Or people will comment on videos, but they'll say like nice video or something. which is, standard response to a video. But with the live chat, you can say, like, oh, can I use this container for worms or something? Sorry, it's the first thing I saw. But you can ask questions and people will type in the chat because that's a lot easier and you're talking straight to that person rather than like, oh, I comment on a video and then they see it a couple days later and respond. It's a lot easier for live chats or like Discord. Fatherfish has a Discord server and so do I.
Mm-hmm.
And you just put like a question on there if there's nobody streaming, but there's always a stream every day somewhere.
Sandy, for putting the channel out there, and no thank you for being a mod. Thank you very much. I think we cut out there for a second.
Yeah, probably.
BJ said those first 100 seem to take forever. Do you remember getting your?
I think I got my first 100. I don't even know. Maybe like within a week, which sounds really fast, but Jess had shared my channel on her live stream before I had made content or anything, and I had like 35 subscribers. And then then I did my first video, and then I started live streaming, and here I am now.
Thank you, BJ, for subscribing. Sandy said, what kind of fish do you have? Well, I could go on and on about fish, but I'll just go by tank. So down here, I just started this guppy. Well, you probably can't see it, but down here is a guppy tank, guppy breeding tank. And the middle one is kind of a community tank with 2 dwarf gouramis, 3 platies, and 3 zebra danios, and a bunch of ghost shrimp, and then a few algae eaters. And then on the top, I keep pea puffers, and surprisingly, I've gotten, neon tetras to actually hang out with them. So I thought that's pretty neat. And they're not nipping fins or anything. So as long as I feed him a bunch of snails, he's good with anything. And then I keep a couple bigger fish, bigger angels, catfish, some pretty exotic catfish, and a clown knife. I had 2 clown knives, and then the winter storm we had, I lost one. So I have 1 clown knife, and then a couple more gouramis, and then a black ghost knife in this tank right here, and then a few more loaches and things like that. But yeah, that's kind of the sum of it. I only have, 14 tanks up and running right now. So
Yeah, my mother's got a 35-gallon pea puffer tank right in front of her bed.
very nice.
Pretty cool tank. I actually like my father's cichlid tank. That one's a pretty cool layout because he's got like cichlid sand in the front, and then he's got a stone, I guess, line/barrier, and then he's got a raised natural aquarium gravel in the back. So it kind of levels out with the rocks, and then there's a drop off to the cichlid sand, which I think is really cool.
Sounds really cool.
Yeah.
So Sandy Farrell just dropped Brianne's link. Definitely go check Brianne out. She just had a stream a few minutes ago. She just ended it with mainsail, frozen fins, and skippers, and a few more. So definitely go sub to her and check out her channel. She needs watch hours. and she
And
will
if you
get.
want, you can subscribe too.
Yeah, definitely. Have you hit 1,000 yet?
No, I'm at 341.
All right. Yeah, definitely go sub to her. Get those subs up.
Jess is Jess main Tails Fern Fin. She's working on her 1,000. She's 550, I think, somewhere around that, give or take a couple.
Sandy, if you want to drop her link in there too, like get her subs up there. She's pretty close. I mean, she's halfway to 1,000, a little over halfway, so shouldn't be long before she gets up there. Geek Boy said my pea puffers are great fun. They always come up to check out what I'm doing anytime I turn around. Yeah, mine always come up and they want food is what they want. They want fresh snails. Let's see. BJ said, when did you get your first fish and when? Let's see. Well, I actually started keeping fish when I was about 7. I had a 3.5 gallon. I still have the three. Actually, it's right there. It has a female beta in it. That was my first fish.
Yep.
And, well, the female beta is not my first. It was actually a male beta. But it was in that tank. And it was when I was about 7-ish. So, but I got into fish when my dad had a big, I want to say 60-gallon tank with a whole bunch of fish and plants in it. That was when I got really interested. But technically, those weren't my fish, so. If anybody else does want to come up here, it is an open stream, open panel stream, and the link I do believe is pinned up there. Thank you, Sandy, for posting Jess's link in there. If you can, if anybody's not already subbed to her, go check her out. Buffalo Photos in here. Hey, kids. Good to see you.
Hey, Larry.
How many tanks do you have, Brianne?
We have around 40 up and running right now, but ones that actually have fish in there, I want to say is about 30. Just in my room, there's the discus tank, which you can see the 2 discus right there. And then I have this rack all the way over there. Well, not all the way, but then I have the rack, and then I have my saltwater tank. I do have a little, like, the far and few 1.5 gallons that have, one has starfish in it and stuff. But yeah, I want to say there's upwards of 30 fish tanks running, but there's like they're spread out. There's like one in every room. My room, there's like 14 or 15 in my room. There's one in my sister's room. They're kind of spread out. There's like a couple in every room. But 30 to 32-ish set up with fish in it, and 40 to 42 up and running so far.
Very nice.
Yeah, I say so far because my father's looking into doing a 40 breeder rack, which would be cool.
What's he looking on breeding?
He's got 8 baby crebensis, hairy barbs, and then some false July corridors or July corridors.
Okay.
So he's looking at the cribs.
That'll be
In the
cool.
40s, but he's got the cribs already. He's just looking into doing a 40 rack and doing multiple different breedings projects.
Yep. The only tank I'm looking on getting is some sort of saltwater. It would be my first saltwater tank. I have a couple of friends that keep saltwater, and I've learned some things from them. So I'm looking forward to getting a saltwater in the near future.
Yeah, saltwater's fun. It's definitely very different from freshwater. Because freshwater, I mean, like, because we have pretty good water. So if I'm doing a water change, I just draw off the water and then do the water change. I don't age the water. I do add like stress coat after a water change, but I don't have to dechlorinate it. We have well water. I mean, I can. I probably should just in case. And then with salt water, I mean, you buy salt water already mixed. You either make your own salt water with store-bought RO, or you do it the way we do it, where we have an RO system, and then we mix up our salt water. Wait, oh, sorry. I'm distracted because my cat was playing with something. And we mix up 5-gallon buckets of salt water. But it's definitely different. It's very, I don't want to say it's weird. It's just a big change if you're doing fresh water, and then you got to deal with like salinity and everything, and you test more parameters. Um, one thing I would say is I did a lot of research before I got into the salt water, and I didn't really use all that research. You just gotta know the basics.
Yeah, I wish I could draw straight off my water. I did have like a Python hooked up to my sink, and that wasn't working too well because I couldn't treat the water until after it was in the tank, and that just wasn't going well because my water is terrible. And so I do use the 5-gallon bucket method, and I like that just a little bit better just because you can control the temperature and everything and put the chemicals in the bucket and everything. And then it helps now that I just picked up this. I showed it earlier in the video, the liquid transfuser pump. Hopefully that'll help a little bit more than just dumping the bucket straight into the aquarium. So let's see. Geek Boy said you're over 50. 50? Let's see. Yep, 53. Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much. Let's see. Thank you, everybody, for jumping in here. We have says 7 watching now. Thank you. Sandy's in here saying she loves salt water.
Yeah, I just subbed on all my accounts.
Thank you very much. So, How many saltwater tanks do you have?
Yes, so I've done all the accounts I have right now to try and get you up there.
Alrighty, you kind of sounded like a robot there for a minute or two. I don't know if that's on your end or. How many did you say you had? Oh, looks like she popped out there for a minute. So Geek Boy says, let me see. Geek Boy says, I use a little USB pump and portable battery to help with water changes on my nano tanks. Yes, yeah, my smaller tanks are real easy to change water in, especially with the 5 gallon bucket. And I'm sure they'll go a lot easier now with new this new pump. I think it'll help everything go a lot smoother and quicker. Buffalo said, I feel the saltwater fish tend to be more colorful. Yes, that is definitely true. Um, some people will say that freshwater can be more colorful, but I do feel that saltwater fish are a lot more colorful, especially the one I'm looking forward to getting, and that is my little logo is a mandarin fish. Been looking at getting one of those for a while. My friend has one. Let's see here. A couple people said, Bree, you're freezing up. So she popped out of the stream. Said she will be right back. Okay. I'll keep an eye out for that. If anybody else does want to pop up here and say hi, it is an open panel. I have 9 people in here. Thank y'all. And 4 likes, as I think. 4 likes. Thank y'all. BJ said speed the process up, Geek Boy. It depends on how fast that USB pump actually goes. If it's pretty fast. This one says it pumps over 6 quarts a minute, which that's like a gallon in almost a half. So Sandy said, Buffalo, they are very colorful, but I also have some beautiful freshwater too. Yeah. Yep. Freshwater fish can be pretty colorful too. Buffalo said, we have several betas that are very colorful, but saltwater has more variety. Yes. Yes, they do. And when you walk into the fish store, usually they have a very strange variety of, at least my fish store does, of saltwaters, ranging from anywhere from seahorses to stingrays. It's pretty cool. I do need to get that video out too of a fish store I went to. It's about an hour away. It was a good trip though. I got a chaka chaka catfish. Sandy said, we have a beta sorority with 9 girls and 3 boys in their own tanks. Cool. Yeah, I think I've only had 7 betas in my fish keeping experience. I only have 3 right now. I sold the rest of them. Well, one died, but I did sell. It had fin rot and didn't get it treated in time. But the rest I sold to get more tanks open. Brianna said we have 5 saltwater fish tanks. Okay. So that's good. I do think when you have more saltwater tanks, let's see, that there we go. You're
Hello.
back. Let's see. So you have 5 saltwater tanks.
Yes. I have a 1.5 gallon starfish tank and then a 16-gallon. It's got 1 clownfish in it. It will have more fish in it, so technically it could be called a community tank when it gets more fish in it. There's a 20-gallon in our kitchen, a 20-gallon high with a bonded pair of clownfish and then 2 mollies in it. A 26-gallon and then a 75-gallon community tank for
Very
saltwater.
nice. Yeah, I heard that it's better to have more saltwater tanks. That way, when you mix the saltwater, you can just make a whole bunch of it, and then that way you're not having to make a bunch of little ones.
Yep. We just make a lot of 5-gallon buckets because that's all we have is 5-gallon buckets. But I think they're easy to just lift up and pour in the tank.
Yeah.
And it's quick.
BJ said freshwater fish are crazy beautiful and have an amazing variety too. Yes. Yes, both freshwater and saltwater have their own varieties of colorful fish. And crazy fish too. Some pretty awesome fish.
Yeah, the colors on the fish are really cool.
Yeah, my blue opal gourami is very colorful. I think because it's pretty big, so he's got a lot of blue and black colorful. I think that might be, besides my dwarf gouramis, might be my most colorful fish. Because the clown knives are just, the black one's just solid black with a white tip tail, and then my other one's just a regular clown knife.
Yeah, clown knives are pretty.
Looks like Kaler's Aquatics is live. His stream. And letting me on and doing such a great job too. Check out Brianne's Fish Fam on YouTube. For subbing to watching the live people in here. Thank y'all. Buffalo said we had a ghost knife fish, but he got too big when he didn't. Yeah. They do get really big. My regular ghost knife he grows really fast, but the black nice. He doesn't grow as fast. And he still doesn't grow that fast. So that's that one. But the other one, he and that's big. Alright. Bob Kaler's Aquatics, go check him out. And thanks everybody again for jumping in. You, Brianne, for alrighty. We'll see you later.